Hello Beatle friends and everyone else watching. Welcome to the first video of my new Beatles vinyl collection series. It's going to be titled The Beatles UK Vinyl Collection. For this series, I'm going to post one video focusing on each and every album the Beatles released while they were active as a band, as well as a bonus video showing all the UK pressings of the compilations that I currently have, all the compilation albums released after the Beatles breakup. For this video, I'm going to show you all of my UK vinyl copies of the Beatles debut album titled Please Please Me. This is going to be the UK vinyl pressings, all made in England. I'm not going to show you a German export pressing or German Horzu pressing or Japanese red vinyl. I'm not even going to show you the 2014 mono reissue that's part of the Beatles and mono box set. It's UK pressings only. I am going to show a European Union unofficial release of the stereo black and gold Parlophone album, which is very rare. So this is the only time I'm going to show a record that's not a UK pressing. For the rest of the albums that I'm going to go through in every video, it's going to be all UK pressings. So this album was released on March 22nd, 1963 in mono only. When this album was first released, Parlophone was still using this black and gold label. At this point, they were going to make the transition from the black and gold label to the yellow and black Parlophone label, which I will show you after I show the first pressing with the black and gold label. So, and since the mono was released first, I'm going to show the mono albums first. The stereo was released 1 month later, over 1 month later, on April 26, 1963, and by that time, Parlophone was getting ready to transition from black and gold label to the yellow and black Parlophone label. So there's not many stereo copies of the black and gold one pressed when the stereo album was released. And I currently don't have that yet in my collection. I have the unofficial reissue, which I'm going to show last in this video. Someday that authentic first pressing in stereo, it's going to be mine. You know, I'm still going to keep looking. It's on my wish list. So, but I'm happy with the mono black and gold label for now, which I'm actually going to show you here in a little bit. So let's get started. Here's the mono album. This is a first pressing. It's an Ernest J. Day sleeve. And here's the text. Photo, Angus McBean. The jacket's in fine condition. It's acceptable, but there are some flaws. Alright, here's the record in the EMI inner sleeve. In nice condition. And here's the record on the Parlophone black and gold label. One of my prized possessions. Most definitely. And this is the first pressing. Now, on this side, the songs I Saw Her Standing There, Misery, and Ask Me Why, and Please Please Me are all, they all list the Dick James publishing credits. So this is the first pressing with the Dick James credits on all of the Lennon-McCartney songs. And here's side 2, same thing. You know, all the Lennon-McCartney songs are Dick James music. So this is a first pressing. And the record is in good condition. It has some light marks. I played through this after I received this from a very good friend over in England. He offered me this album, and I've decided, you know, I'll take it. So we made a payment arrangement, and it's finally mine. So that's the first pressing on the black and gold label with the Dick James credits. And here's another black and gold variation in mono. And here's the jacket. And this one, the flip backs are torn, and there's I think there's a seam split, and there's a tear here. But here's the record. Also the Parlophone black and gold mono label. Now, this one is a crossover pressing. On side one, the song, let me show you the label and I'll tell you what songs. This is a crossover pressing. Now on this side, on side one, the songs, I Saw Her Standing There, Misery, just those two songs, just those two songs are listed with the Northern Songs credit. But Ask Me Why and Please Please Me are Dick James credits on this. And on this side is the Dick James variation of side two. So you got a second pressing on one side, the second label variation, and the first pressing label on side two. As you can see, there's a little tear here. But I didn't pay much for this pressing. I'm happy to have another copy of this black and gold label. And this one plays okay. A couple of the songs were worn out, and that's the first song, I Saw Her Standing There, and the closing number, which is Twist and Shout. But I played through both of them, and they're actually not that bad. You know, they're a little scratchy when I played through the two songs, but this plays through fine, just fine. No issues really, and no skips either. So, all right, that is all the Parlophone black and gold label pressings until I show you the 2010 reissue later on in this video. All right. The rest of the mono copies I have of this album are all going to be 5th pressings. So, alright, here's my next copy. This is also an Ernest J. Day sleeve. It's all torn up. And this is the one I play right here. This is not in great condition, but this will be my played copy right here. Now, this is the 5th variation, the 5th pressing. There's a 3rd pressing, which has the extra 33 and the 3rd right here, above the right here where the matrix number is. But there's a 4th pressing of it that removed the small 33 and a 3rd. So, yeah, the 3rd pressing is going to have 2 33 and a 3rds, one larger and one small here. The 4th pressing, it omits the 33 and a 3rd, the small one. And I used to have a crossover copy which one side has 33 and a 3rd and the other doesn't have 33 and a 3rd. And that pressing doesn't have the recording first published 1963 yet. But I sent that off to my friend over in England who sent me the first pressing, the black and gold first pressing. But for this one, this is the 5th pressing, like I said. This is going to have the Parlophone Company Limited text here, which means this is the 5th pressing. The late 1963 pressing, and it has recording first published 1963. And this has a K stamp right here around the spindle hole. And this one, it's there's pops all over the record, and pops and crackles all over this copy, but it is listenable and plays through great without any issues, I'm happy to say. Okay, here's another 5th pressing, little tear here. Also Ernest J. sleeve. Doesn't have the original inner sleeve, but the record also 5th pressing. It has a -1N matrix number on both sides. It's got some writing on the Parlophone logo, but I haven't played this copy in a while, but I played through some songs and it sounds great. And visually it looks great. I'll have to give this a spin on my hi-fi turntable at some point. Alright, and I have 2 more mono copies. This is another 5th pressing, and this one is in excellent condition. And it's also an Ernest J. sleeve. This doesn't have the original EMI inner sleeve. It just has this inner sleeve with the plastic inside. And here's a record, 5th pressing, in wonderful condition. And it has the ZKT tax code stamp on it. Yeah, ZKT tax code on side 2. And this one looked like it was taken care of. It has some light scratches, but it's not feelable scratches. Because I played through some of the marks and the scratches don't affect play. I'm happy to say so. All right, one more mono copy. This is a 1981 reissue. And here's the yellow and black Parlophone label. On this pressing, you have the word mono above the Parlophone. The word Parlophone there, next to 33 1/3. And this one has a -3 matrix number on side 1. And on side 2, it has the -2N matrix number, which was used on the mid-60s pressings of this album in the UK. This one's in brilliant condition. Alright, that is all of the mono copies of this album, all pressed in the UK. Now to move over to stereo. Show you all the stereo copies I have. Like I said, I don't have the UK stereo 1st pressing with the black and gold one yet. I'm still looking for it for a nice price, so wish me luck. Hopefully that time will come that I'm going to own a copy of the UK stereo 1st pressing with the black and gold label. So, alright. The first 3 copies are going to be the 5th pressings on the black and yellow label. Here's the first copy in stereo. This is an Ernest J. sleeve. Has someone's name on here, I'm sad to say. But despite the name, the album is in great condition, I'm happy to say. It doesn't have the original EMI inner sleeve. Alright, here's the record. It's a 5th pressing. This one's in wonderful condition. And then another stereo, I'm going to show you the same exact pressing, except it's in much better condition. Well, I wouldn't say much better condition, because there's names written on here. There's a large stereo here. This one is a Garrett and Lofthouse pressing. The one I showed you right here, this is an Ernest J.A. jacket. But this one's Garrett and Lofthouse. Let me show you. And once again, doesn't have the EMI inner sleeve, but here's the record. 5th pressing once again. And this next one, the record is a 5th pressing, but the jacket, I did research on the particular jacket that was used for this next copy, and it is an early 1964 variation. Here it is, and it's in brilliant shape. This is also a Garrett and Lofthouse jacket. Garrett and Lofthouse. Here's a mid-size stereo. And this one has the original EMI inner sleeve. And record, once again, the 5th pressing. This one's in brilliant condition. Alright. Okay, next stereo copy I have. This one, I believe, is a 7th pressing. 7th pressing of the album. Has a small size stereo. Back of it, once again, Garrett and Lofthouse jacket. And this one's the jacket's in fine shape. Has a little bit of write-in here. Now, the record here, it is a 7th pressing. Because it has the Soden UK text under the Parlophone logo, and the rim starts with the Gramophone Company Limited instead of the Parlophone text, like on the 5th pressing. And it doesn't have recording first published 1963. It just has the year listed there. Here's side 2. This one's in fine condition. Just inner sleeve marks. I haven't played this all the way through when I received it, but I played a little bit of it. It sounds great. Okay. My next stereo copy is the last variation with the yellow and black Parlophone label before Parlophone transitioned to the silver and black Parlophone label. I only have one copy of the black and silver Parlophone that I'm going to show you. Alright, now this one, it is the final yellow and black Parlophone variation, which was pressed in 1969, 8th pressing. It has a small stereo, as you can see, Garrett and Lofthouse. And I have this in the MoFi sleeve. And this is the same kind of label as the previous copy I showed you, except it eliminates the Soden UK text under the Parlophone logo. And this one's in brilliant shape, and this uses the -1 matrix numbers, just like the first pressing of this album, with the black and gold label. And I remember getting this one pretty cheap. as well. A long time ago. I don't know how long ago, but it was some time ago. Oh, and this has the original inner sleeve, which I forgot to show you. The EMI inner sleeve that came with this album when it was pressed in 1969. Alright, that is all the yellow and black Parlophone albums. Now on to the black and silver Parlophone pressing. This one is not in great condition. This is a pressing, I believe an 11th pressing. This is a black and silver Parlophone pressing from the mid-70s all the way to the end of the 70s. And this one is the first to use the -2 matrix numbers. Just the -2. Alright, show you the record. Yeah, -2 matrix numbers. I was trying to make sure that it's not 2N. Well, the stereo doesn't have 2N. The mono does. So my apologies there. This one was really dirty. Looked like it was played with love by the previous owner. And last but not least, here's the unofficial pirate of the UK stereo first pressing with the black and gold Parlophone label. And the cover is nothing much. It's just a replica of the original jacket. And here's the record on the Parlophone black and gold label. And this uses the first variation with the Dick James credits on the songs. Here's side 2. This one sounds great. Now this is one I can live with for now until I can get the real pressing with this label. So alright, that wraps up this video where I show you all copies of the Beatles' debut album, Please Please Me, all UK copies of this album. I'm looking forward to posting more videos in this series. The next video will be me showing all UK copies of the Beatles' second album titled With the Beatles. Can't wait to post more videos in this series, and I hope you enjoy this first video of me showing all UK copies of Please Please Me, as well as this reissue I showed you. Thank you very much for watching, and talk to you all later. Thank you.